And it's hard to get press now, man. It's really hard to. People just don't care. They don't want to talk about it. The world's become so politicized now that unless
they don't want to talk about theater in general or the subject matter of your play.
The subject matter of the play.
Well, let's get into it. Talk to me about the play so we can kind of unpack maybe why that is.
Well, so the plays. So what happened with the play is based off of letters from vets from the revolution through the Iraq and Afghanistan. And so I kind of put it together, and I'll just take a one step back in how the play became the play. When I finally got it up in 2015, a lot of festivals had told me no, and one festival, it was a whole journey. I couldn't find a director. No one knew what to do with it, and I even threw the play in the fucking trash can. My wife pulled it out. She said, "Stop being a baby. Why don't you just memorize a monologue, go find a director, show them what you do?" And so I did that. And so I did it for 5 people. They're like, "Yeah, it's kind of interesting." And then when I finally got like a 20-minute version of it, I did it at the Bowery Poetry Club at the Lower East Side for a festival called Mano a Mano, which actually had denied me earlier. All the festival had denied me. And so when I finished the play, it's based off of letters from vets from the revolution through Iraq and Afghanistan. When I finished the play, I was just so happy, man, that I fucking got this project up because I've been researching it since 2007. And I didn't know what to do with it. I couldn't find it. And I was getting so frustrated. I mean, I would talk to directors and they would say, "I don't think anybody's into it. I don't know what you want to do with that." And they'd have all kinds of different ideas.
So how do you do it? Are you playing a character that is the person writing the letter?
Yeah, no, I play 14 characters.
Okay.
And each character is trying to come home, either spiritually, physically, or emotionally.
So this is through the lens of 14 different soldiers throughout the history.
Except one. One guy comes 3 times. He's kind of like the narrator of the play. He starts the play in the beginning. He talks about discipline. He goes, "I learned 3 things in the military. The first thing I learned was discipline." And he goes through a monologue, and I do a scene.
Does he get up at 4:30?
What's that?
Does he get up at 4:30 in the morning?
Well, we don't know, but we can assume that he gets up at 4:30. He gets yelled at a lot. He gets yelled at.
Is his name Jocko? Are you out there playing Jocko?
Yeah. I played. I sound like Jocko in that first monologue.
Okay. He is well known for his approach to discipline and waking up at times that I prefer to be sleeping.
Yeah, I even shared the play with him when he first came on Twitter. I shared it with him, and we follow each other. And every once in a while, we'll send a message. And I told him about the play. And
please tell me he sent you a one-word response of good.
Good. No, he said good. Or I once asked him, what about? It was a couple years back. I said, "Man, what about?" No Netflix? He goes, "Negative." Negative.
He is a bespoke human being.
Yeah, he's stoic. He is that definition of modern stoicism.
Yeah. All right, so through the lens of soldiers, except for guys there 3 times.
3 times. And so, but when I first performed it, when I thought that was going to be the end of it, a Gold Star sister came up to me. She had lost her brother in Afghanistan, and she was really, really emotional. And I really had thought, Andy, that was going to be the only time I was going to do this play. That was it. And she said, "I don't know if you know what you're doing, but I hope you don't stop because it's really important." And she had told me about her brother. And that was, I thought, maybe I'm kind of on to something. It was only 20 minutes. It was a lot of guys there in the time.
You cranked through that many people in 20 minutes.
Say what?
You were able to make it through all those characters in 20 minutes?
No, at that time it was only like 6 characters.
Okay, I was going to say, holy cow, that's like 2 minutes per letter.
Yeah, I know.
And the end. The end.